You take the inner fender off, and then over here there's a clamp for the fuel filler.
After you remove all the lines from the tank, you carefully lower it down. The tank was still full, which is not really recommendable. Make sure that it's empty and be really careful with this line. I was happy that I didn't break it, but it's very, very fragile. So make sure that that's really nice and clean before you try to yank it off. Obviously, you need to get rid of the transfer tube as well and the feed line, click line to the rail.
There's the dreaded Corvette C6 fuel tank, and that's the big problem over here. So it's a little bit different than I thought. So these are lines that are attached to shit inside. I thought they were just in here. They kind of are. They kind of like click in there.
So when I put it all back, I found out that it was really important when you put the transfer tube back on that these things line up perfectly with their counterparts in the transfer tube. Otherwise, you'll just push them in. And I was surprised how easy it went. I put a little lube on them when I put the transfer tube back, and they were right in place. Judging from the white tape, my tank had already been removed once. As you can see, I cleaned it, which is really important because you don't want any debris falling into it when you're opening up the whole assembly over there. It's important that you block off all the openings so you don't get any dirt in there as well. That start piece comes off, and you can see that the assembly is already ready to come out because it's kind of like spring loaded on the bottom of the tank.
So getting all this out is quite an ordeal. We actually had to split the assembly over there, and because it really does not go through this. This is, I guess it's swollen or something, so people can be like, yeah dude, just use a screwdriver. Yeah, I know, I've been doing this 20 years. Really hard to do. Those two lines, same thing. They have to come out with the pump still in the tank, so those clip off over here, and one is like pushed down there, goes through this little gray thing, then goes there. So that's a bunch of fiddling with that actually. So this really is extremely hard to do. There's no other way to say it. You got to use one of these tools. It's just a little grabber, and you got to grab the hoses that are the other side of these guys that are dangling in the tank. One of them sits like that. That's like a siphon kind of deal. So that gray clamp that you see over there, that comes off, and then that thing goes into that cavity over there. It's super hard to see. It's even harder to do. So it's just super fiddly. It sucks ass. And then the other one goes right on there, which is hopefully a little bit easier to do. And you got to make sure that the orientation of your pump is still correct with a level sender. That's the other one you grab from out of the tank, and you attach it to that pump, and then you got to be really careful that your level sender is still correct and that this guy is still in here so that this guy does not like fall in or get like messed up or something like that. Now you want to take these guys off and replace them. They're pretty deep in there. I just took the yellow one out. That's the original ones. Pretty sure this is a part number for both because they come in the same package. So there you go. I always hate it when people pull the camera away way too fast. You gotta pause it. So yeah, 1037 6929 original GM. And I don't think you can get these O-rings that are in here, and I don't really feel like taking them out because it looks like really weird. But if you pull this out, make sure that these are not like bad or deteriorated or whatever, because if they break off, your shit's gonna leak. And this actually seals, like the O-rings over there seal, obviously, because you're filling the tank from that side. You're filling it from here, and it fills up over there. So that's how the two tank sides correspond. I also rewrapped this one with the Tesla stuff, and I put some dielectric grease into that connector that goes on the pump. I really like doing that. And same over here, put some dielectric grease in there, or white lithium grease in there, sorry. So it will just snap into the connector that's on the tube that goes from left to right pretty easily. So I use one of these tools to pick off the O-rings. Got to be really careful not to stab them, of course, and you guys are not stupid, but yeah, they look awesome. But I had my buddy Zach, he had leaks on them, and it's super dangerous because it's going to burn down the car. So make sure to get these, guys. So you have the tank back in, make sure that this guy is connected correctly. As you know, that was a little harder to take out. That one's on there. Over here, I want to test a little bit this connector. The red one is the 12 volt and the black one is the ground. So I take the power probe, I put these prongs in there. So the gray one is the plus and the black one is the ground. I also marked it on that one. Put the hose into a canister, and then here you have proof that that's going right. And then if I give it 12 volt, it starts to shoot the fuel in there.